So guys, let's talk about Coachella. Coachella is a global music festival at this point. It is a 2-weekend attraction that kind of kicks off the music festival run for artists and for music festival goers in the United States. There are so many people from around the world that come to this festival. With there already being pop culture moments in week 1, like Charli XCX joking about how she wanted to be the headliner, how Green Day has changed their lyrics to be more pro-Palestinian, Charli XCX and Lorde performing together, which is a very monumental event for those two, and kind of rounding out Bratz as we know it, and just so many more. There's always going to be discourse, there's always going to be drama with Coachella. It just can't be avoided. And this year is no different. There are a ton of people talking about Coachella, more negative and positive, and I kind of have to really agree with them. Coachella is becoming more and more of an influencer event than it is an actual music festival. All you see is just different influencers getting invited from different brands to come to this music festival and make their content. And it just seems like a very public influencer party rather than what it's supposed to be is a music festival. And a lot of people are really pissed about it, and they're also very critical about it because we kind of have seen through the veil of this, music festival, but why are there no normal people there? Why are people setting up mini houses to camp? Why are people dressing up in like tens and $1,000s of outfits to attend this music festival? It's pretty obvious of what this is. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about the fall of Coachella, what really went wrong with Coachella versus what has been going really well with it in the past couple years, and if they can do anything to fix it, do they want to fix it, and just like the general consensus of why Coachella has kind of sucked the last couple years. So let's get into it, guys. If you don't know me already, I'm Slicky Campbell. I make videos about music, fashion, and some other things. So if you scroll through my videos and you like my videos, give me a subscribe. We are so close to getting 1,000 subscribers. If you like the content, please subscribe, show support, and let's get into the video. Like I said, Coachella was this great music festival in the 2013, 2016 era. A lot of people went to this and just were very excited to go. It was this very hippie vibe, but also like crazy party vibe. A really unique music festival, and it was one of the first music festivals where people really like traveled like from the east to the west coast to go to. And then there was a certain aesthetic with Coachella. It was kind of, like I said, kind of this hippie vibe. It was just like really flowy tops, very SoCal, what you envision Rodeo Drive being, or like Melrose being in like 2016. Everyone was doing that. You can envision like the filters people had on their photos, kind of like the style back then. And people really enjoyed that. And Coachella got this reputation for kind of being a spot where all these people in LA, the cool people in LA, go and gather for this 2-weekend event and party for these 2 weekends. And like any other thing, when stuff gets introduced to like the general population, it usually gets ruined and it usually goes downhill pretty fast. And that's kind of what it was. More and more people just kind of found out about Coachella. So the more people that found out about it, the more people that wanted to go. And when more people go that don't really fit that very niche vibe, it just becomes like an all-out like fucking normie fest. It's just like, well, here's Bob from where I work, he's also coming, like type stuff. Like it just becomes this festival where everyone's just kind of like, oh, like we don't really care, we're just kind of here because it's like a cool vibe. And that's what I've gotten this year particularly. Even in like 2018, 2019, maybe 2021, if they skip the pandemic here, I hope they did, because Coachella happens like right when the pandemic started, so hopefully they didn't have a Coachella in 2020. But like it was also just people that were like creatives. Like even though like James Charles nowadays is more just like an influencer, he was one of the top makeup artists, and he always had these extravagant fits. People loved them. They were jaw dropping. They were like, what is this guy wearing?
Shut the fuck up. You thought you ate
He's crazy. But it was like a creative going to this event still in like 2018, 2019. And then we skip to 2024, and it's just all of these influencers that don't really have any kind of creative bone in their body, and especially like they're just going there putting on very trendy outfits, not really fitting into this Coachella vibe, and everyone's kind of looking at them on their phones like, girl, you're at Coachella and you're wearing that? Like, come on, let's like let's like actually try to fit into this like little 2016 SoCal aesthetic. And I just think it is like who is going. Like, I don't think I'm looking for Alex Earl for like creative outfits, different perspective. Like, she's a rich white girl from Jersey that went to the University of Miami. Like, I mean, that's everyone there, girl. Like, I guess we can all fit in type of like. And then like Haley Bailey, like that's a girl that's notorious for just ripping off other skits that other content creators have. And you think she's gonna have like this, you know, very curated aesthetic? Like, no, like we have to be able to look at these influencers and be like, they're not that creative. They're just really pretty. And a lot of people just kind of want to be in this lifestyle. And yeah, obviously too, like when you bring corporations into this too, when you allow corporations to invite these influencers that they know that they're going to promote their product and do all this stuff, corporations are just wanting to pull numbers to make money and be a part of this Coachella experience. So they're going to bring these people like Alex Earl, like Haley Bailey, like James Charles, that can pull these numbers in so they can promote their product. And this can be this new hip brand that spent, you know, $50,000 on a villa that all these influencers can go into. You know, it's kind of makes sense when it's just like everything is just money fueled, and people that are genuine creatives or music lovers don't get to go to these festivals and create these experiences they would have had because they've been priced out, because these corporations can buy these houses for, you know, or rent these houses for $20,000 to $30,000 for this weekend, and no average person can do that. No creative that is like struggling to make it by, that enjoys music or, you know, wants to just be in that environment can shell out $20,000 or $30,000. And that's another thing too with like the outfits. And when you kind of have just like normie, like just brain dead influencers coming to these events, you kind of just get really bad outfits too. These people are trying to dress like very trendy and like trying to mix all these trends together, when it's like, no, we just want you to fit the Coachella vibe. Like, there's a vibe, the SoCal like mid 2010s aesthetic, like you should be doing that, because it's just like a time to be reminiscent. That's when it was like Coachella was at its height, and that's when like it was before it became this like almost like influencer event that influencers go to. And it is funny when people get upset at these influencers. Again, you thought these people were just gonna have like the craziest outfits? Like, yeah, they might have a stylist, but if they're telling the stylist, like, I want to be on trend and da-da-da-da, like, they're going to follow that and try to deliver on their, you know, promise to make them the most trendiest ever. There was one TikTok that summed it up perfectly, where they're like, did you go into Urban Outfitters with a blindfold and pick 5 random things and just put it on your body? That's what a lot of these outfits are giving. It's because these influencers are either just hiring someone and they're like, put me in the most trendiest stuff. They don't know how to fit into this Coachella vibe. And again, like any other crazy discourse or drama that goes on, this is really just a microcosm of what's going on in society. You have businesses that come in and they want to promote their stuff and they want to make more money, so they buy all these houses, they price people out. All these influencers come in and, you know, they have a grand old time because they can promote this product, and this business can give them, you know, X amount of money or pay for their trip to get there. And if you think about it, that sounds like something called gentrification. You know, I don't want to say it, like, I don't want to say the G word, but that's pretty much what this is. It's just the influencing gentrification of Coachella. It's pretty plain to see. Until businesses get out there, or like businesses are like, wait, we should bring like creatives here that know how to style an outfit and have a good time and like curate a vibe, instead of influencers that are just like rich people that, you know, have connections with a business because of some other thing they've done, you know. And it just sucks, because you think these artistic endeavors like Coachella, like a crazy music festival that has just had such a good reputation, would be kind of abstained from this like gentrification or influencerization of their event. But people need money. In 2025, money is what drives the world. And I mean, obviously we live in the US because capitalism is a thing. Coachella is probably, you know, making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars off, you know, corporations coming in and being like, hey, we need to bring these people here to promote our product. Like, can we give you this so they can be here and this and blah, 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 blah. And it sucks. And a lot of people are sitting on their phone watching these people, wishing they could be there, because they love music festivals and they, you know, enjoy that community that they find. Me personally, I'm not a big music festival person, but it sucks that, people that like to go to these things are just simply priced out, because why would you pay in total $10,000 to $12,000 for getting there? Everything there costs $50, whether you want to take a shower probably or eat, a small sandwich. It's going to be anywhere from $40 to $50. And until Coachella steps in and is like, hey, maybe we don't need every single influencer with 1 million followers here. Maybe people will go and it will become a cool thing. But now Coachella is just like the biggest influencer party that people know about. And if you're invited there, you're probably a cool influencer, or you're just a rich kid with a lot of money, or one of the artists performing. And if you're not, you are just a filthy plebeian. Like, you can't afford a $1,000 ticket from, Cincinnati to LA, and you can't afford spending $400 on meals. You're so broke. But yeah, when corporations come in and they just rot events like this, it just kind of sucks. And Coachella probably will never come back to what it was. Like I've said 40,000 times already, this is just a big influencing event. So influencers, a lot of them are just not there in the head when it comes to styling, being creative, doing anything of enrichment in the arts or anything. They're going to stare and have a lot of vocal fry and talk about this new poppy flavor that just came out. And actually, this villa that we're in is sponsored by Poppy. So please use my discount code while I'm at Coachella, and I'll get a $5,000 bonus if 10 people do it. And it gives you 5% off. So please use it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I just recreated someone's TikTok that got paid by Poppy to go to Coachella. What I want to know is what you all think about Coachella. What do you all think that has happened at Coachella? The kind of influencerization, or even you could say gentrification of Coachella. I want to know what you all think, because that is important. And if this video goes crazy, I can talk about more outfits at Coachella. I can do another video about Coachella. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you like the video, please like. It always helps. And see you for a next video soon, hopefully. Oh, also, I'll give you a little treat if you've stayed this far in the video. I am going somewhere next weekend, and I could have a vlog about it. So if you all like vlog content, there could be a vlog on this channel soon at an undisclosed location. If you follow me on socials, I'll drop hints to see where I'm going and who I'm seeing actually next week. If you want to know about that, make sure you follow me on socials, and see you later. Bye.